How to use logic components. Basic logic components are already included in the template, such as respawn point reset zone, death zone, win zone, and item box. Respawn point is required for players to enter the map. You can adjust the number of respawn points in the stage and change their directions. The number of respawn points decides how many players can compete on this map. Place item boxes in the stage to make the whole experience more exciting. Tap the More button below to adjust the properties of the item box. You can adjust the refresh time of the item box in the pop-up menu. Item boxes will randomly generate various items. Toggle the Switch button to decide whether the item may appear or not. Next, let's place a respawn point reset zone in the stage. The properties of the respawn point reset zone include the priority and orientation after respawn. They will be introduced in detail at the end of the video. After placing the zone, let's deploy the Eggy, and tap the demo button to give it a try. Touch the item box to obtain a random item. After falling off the platform, you will respawn at the respawn point reset zone. After placing the item boxes and respawn point reset zones, you need to adjust the win zone in the stage. Tap the widgets and logic buttons, and drag the win zone to the destination. By adjusting the location of the destination, you can control the length of a stage. Don't forget to adjust the win zone accordingly. After you finish the adjustment, deploy the Eggy to give it a try. Reach the win zone area at the destination to complete the stage. Next, let's create a small stage to learn how logic components work. First, place 3 platforms on the map. Change their colors so they are distinguishable. Then place a bigger platform as the destination. Place a respawn point reset zone on each small platform. And place a win zone on the destination. Don't forget the death zone. After falling into the death zone, players will respawn at the nearest respawn point reset zone. Place the death zone below the stage to ensure players can respawn once they fall off the platform. Deploy the Eggy on the map and tap the demo button to give it a try. Once you enter a new respawn point reset zone, the previous one will be overwritten. Reach the win zone area at the destination to complete the stage. Finally, let's learn more about the properties of the respawn point reset zone. Orientation after respawn is one of the properties. The orientation after respawn is measured by degrees. Change the number to adjust the Eggy's respawn orientation. You can also rotate the respawn point reset zone to adjust the direction. Priority is another property of the respawn point reset zone. If the priority values are equal, the new respawn point reset zone will overwrite the previous one. If the priority values are different, the respawn point reset zone with a higher priority value will be saved. For example, let's set the priority values of the 3 respawn point reset zones to 1, 2, and 1 respectively, and tap the demo button to try it out. The respawn point reset zone with a priority value of 2 will overwrite the one with a priority value of 1. But when you arrive at the 3rd respawn point reset zone with a priority value of 1, the 3rd respawn point reset zone will not be triggered. If you fall off the platform here, you will still respawn at the 2nd respawn point reset zone.